Christan Rainey is a father, a husband, a firefighter, and a community leader. And now he wants to help serve the community on Charleston County Council as his next representative for the District 6 area. I speak exclusively of Christian for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media. Christan Rainey, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you for having me again.
Oh, I appreciate it greatly. Obviously, you are a husband, a father, a community leader, a firefighter, and now I understand that you're going to run for Charleston County Council's District 6 seat.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why Christan Rainey, why now?
I just feel like everything lined up for this moment. Like I said, I'm a public servant at heart. Only thing I really care about in life is God, family, and public service in that order. And you know, the opportunity presented itself with Councilman Raw retiring this year, and I actually didn't have intentions on running for office for a good bit because I had to kind of weigh my public service and the fire service, and if I ran for city council or anything like that, I would have to give up my career, which I love to do. So this gives me a unique opportunity to still serve in the fire service, serve my community, but still serve at a higher scale and a broader scale, and be able to help impact more lives and improve the quality of life for my constituents in Charleston County.
You talk about the quality of life. What is the quality of life in District 6 right now, as you know it?
The quality of life, I would say, is okay. I think that it can improve. I think that we have flooding issues, whether we're talking about West Ashley or whether we're talking about North Charleston. We have a lot of flooding issues in that area. Forest Hills has a flooding issue that we've seen during hurricanes, and we've seen flooding issues in West Ashley just by rain. So we have to obviously look at these situations that we have and, you know, start looking at ways that we can mitigate them.
What comprehensive plan would you present to Charleston County Council as far as dealing with flooding and infrastructure issues in District 6?
So obviously, you know, they're doing the Glen McConnell expansion, and there's two phases of that they're looking at. Obviously, they're looking at expanding the roads by widening it, which I think will help alleviate traffic. And you know, they're talking about extending it to Somerville. So with that, I think that we have to look at where we're building at. We have to look at the neighborhoods that are heavily being affected, and you know, when we're doing construction, we have to be environmentally aware of what this is going to do when we build here. Where's the water going to run off to? And I think with the extension of Glen McConnell, it gives a very unique opportunity for West Ashley to basically build a system to drain off of the neighborhoods that are having flooding issues, because obviously they have to build a storm drain system for that road and maybe connect that into the expansion, and that will help alleviate some of the flooding in that area.
What are the neighborhoods that are concerning to you right now?
I mean, every neighborhood has its concerns, I think I would say, because I can't put any constituent in any particular area over any other, because everyone has an issue that is important to them. So when we look at, you know, Lincolnville area, you know, to me, I would like to see them have better public safety available to them. I think the Sheriff's Office does a fantastic job of covering that area, but I think they need more resources as far as the fire department is concerned, in order to make sure that they're staffing their crews the way that they need to, so that they can partner with other departments in an auto aid agreement to help bring more public safety and more resources to that area. In North Charleston, you know, in that area, in Forest Hills, Brooksdale, Pepper Hill, I have a very close relationship with Rhonda Jerome, because she's over in my district as well. So we've talked about a lot of needs in that area, and you know, we've come up with some great ideas to work together and kind of team together for resources in that area. And I plan on doing that with all of, the councilmen and mayors in those particular areas. And in West Ashley, the main thing with them is flooding and infrastructure. The same thing with North Charleston infrastructure, traffic on Dorchester Road. And I think, as we look at the growth of Charleston County, we have to realize that we have to, grow with it. And I think that, but while we are growing, we still have to keep the we still have to be environmentally conscious of our area, preserving Charleston for what it is, but we also have to grow with the times.
How do you continue to help the environment with the little bit of money that you all have?
I think that you have to really start looking at federal dollars. You have to partner with the legislators, whether that be the senators or our representatives in our areas, and looking at getting more resources down here. We know that Charleston is a high tourist destination, number one, but we also have to make sure that we're putting our funding behind our infrastructure in order to sustain that.
How will Charleston County look with the expansion of 526?
I think Charleston, overall, I think it will be better for Charleston. I know that a lot of people have their concerns, obviously, about the environment, as far as whether it will really fix the traffic problem. But in my opinion, it's already approved. I think when I get on council, there's nothing that I would do to really, that I could do to change it. But I think that, in my opinion, I think that it's a good step in the right direction for infrastructure. It alleviates traffic in West Ashley. I believe that it's more of a public safety concern, just in my opinion, because I feel like when we have a tree down, a main road or something like that, and EMS only has one way. It happens at 5 o'clock. You have a truck turned over blocking both ways in, and you have traffic backed up all the way to West Ashley. If we don't have another route for those emergency services to get there, we're putting somebody else's life at risk. It's the same thing for evacuations. It's the same thing for EMS response calls in the middle of the day as well. So, we have to look at, the positives and the negatives, but I think, in my opinion, the positives outweigh the negatives.
Now, once you get on Charleston County Council and until the 526 extension is completed, would you be in favor of supporting flyovers around the main road area?
I think Main Road itself, I think they already approved the flyover, if I'm not mistaken. I think they approved the flyover already. And I know on Maybank they had a pitchfork, I guess, on the north side that they approved. And they were looking at doing the south pitchfork as well. But I think 526 may mitigate that. But I know that they have a lot of research and stuff that they're still doing. And obviously, I'm not on council, so I'm not, privy to all that information. But I think that, if it's going to be for the betterment of the community and the constituents around there, and we're not, destroying the environment at the same time, I think that, it would be a great move.
You talk obviously about preserving the communities. Let me go back to North Charleston, because another big topic now is about the future of Naval Hospital.
Yes.
If you were on county council today, what resources would you approve to have in that building?
The county really doesn't have, I guess you would say, control over the building. From what I read, I think they sold it. But if we were to have that building, the resources that I would like to see in that building, obviously is things that can benefit the community. One-stop shops, resources, whether it be through mental health, whether it be through classes, whether it be job placement. It's a lot of needs on that side of town, even though that's not my district. I would honestly say that the people on that side of town, just by serving in the city, need a lot of resources in that area, and we still need a grocery store in that area as well.
What else would you do on day one if you were to be a Charleston County Councilman?
I would just really want to listen to the concerns of the people and learn more about, obviously we're practicing a lot of social distancing right now, and I can't get out and walk to the people and, door to door and see what their concerns are individually. But I would just want to get in there and be their representative. I don't want to, carry on my own agenda, but, I feel like my job as a county councilman, obviously, is to do what's best for all of my constituents in that area. I can't obviously make everyone happy, but my job there is to make sure that it's safe for them, make sure that they have a best quality of life available in Charleston County. And from day one, I just want to work hard and be their champion.
Christan Rainey, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.